You think winning is about luck, but what if it is just about math? What if certain casinos have quietly rewritten the mathematical equation of every game on the floor, from 6 to 5 blackjack to 000 roulette, to make winning a statistical impossibility? This is not just a higher house edge. This is a fundamental betrayal of the trust between a gambler and the house. In this video, we are breaking down the 8 casinos where the math is stacked against you so heavily, you might as well burn your money. Ready to see if your go-to spot is on the list of worst offenders. Number 8. Tourist trap casinos. These are the mega resorts you see in every commercial. The ones with massive fountains and celebrity chef restaurants. They are banking on the fact that once a year, visitors will not notice or care about game conditions. Their playbook includes wall-to-wall 6 to 5 blackjack, which, as we discussed, reduces player returns by 1.39% compared to traditional 3 to 2 games. They are also the pioneers of 000 roulette, which nearly doubles the house edge from 5.26% on 00 wheels to a staggering 7.69%. Their slot machines are typically set to the lowest legal return to player percentages, especially on popular themed games where player demand allows them to tighten the math without losing business. What makes these establishments particularly insidious is their marketing. They sell the dream of luxury and possibility while delivering some of the worst mathematical propositions in gambling history. Their business model relies on high room rates subsidized by extraordinarily tight gaming conditions, creating a perfect storm where players pay premium prices for inferior gambling opportunities. Number 7. Locals-only joints. Conventional wisdom suggests that casinos catering to residents offer better odds to encourage repeat business. While that may have been true historically, corporate consolidation has fundamentally changed this dynamic. Today, many locals casinos have adopted the same mathematical manipulations as their strip counterparts, just with different window dressing. These properties typically feature confusing tier systems where the advertised benefits require increasingly unrealistic play levels. Their video poker pay tables, once the gold standard for advantage players, have been systematically downgraded and often remove full pay options entirely. Perhaps most concerning is their approach to hidden fees. These often extend to non-hotel guests through parking charges, venue admission fees, and predatory ATM surcharges. Number 6. Downtown nostalgia traps. These casinos trade on their historical significance and old Vegas atmosphere, while quietly implementing some of the most player-unfriendly mathematics in the industry. They typically feature outdated slot software with early 2000s payout structures, cleverly masking the fact that these classic machines are programmed with significantly lower return rates than their modern counterparts. Many downtown properties have eliminated traditional craps odds in favor of crapless craps, variations that increase the house edge by as much as 300% on certain bets. Their marketing emphasizes value and authenticity, but the mathematical reality reveals a calculated strategy to exploit nostalgia for profit maximization. Number 5. Ultra-luxury resorts, where exclusivity is used as the cover for mathematical exploitation. These properties enforce minimum bets of $100 or more during peak times, effectively pricing out mid-level players from fair games. Their high-limit rooms, contrary to popular belief, often feature some of the tightest slot configurations on the strip. Return-to-player rates can sometimes dip below 90% on machines that require $25 or more per spin. What makes these casinos particularly problematic is their manipulation of perceived value. By surrounding players with luxury amenities and attentive service, they create an environment where questioning the mathematical fairness of games feels almost ungrateful. They have perfected the art of making players feel special, while subjecting them to some of the worst mathematical propositions in modern gambling. Number 4. Family-friendly venues employ a unique form of mathematical deception. These properties typically feature low-stakes tables with restrictive double-down rules that significantly increase the house edge. Their carnival games and proprietary table game variations often carry house advantages exceeding 5%, more than 10 times the edge of traditional blackjack played with basic strategy. What makes these casinos particularly concerning is their targeting of casual and inexperienced players. By creating an accessible, non-intimidating atmosphere, they attract precisely the demographic least equipped to recognize mathematical manipulation. Their business model relies on volume and player ignorance rather than fair gaming conditions. Number 3. Retro charm stations, typically found off-strip or in older parts of Las Vegas. These properties exploit the growing demand for authentic Vegas experiences, while implementing below-market slot returns to fund perpetual renovations that rarely materialize into meaningful improvements. Their video poker machines often feature pay tables that have not been considered fair since the 1990s, with 7-5 jacks or better games offering a mere 96.15% return, presented as player-friendly options. These establishments rely on the perception gap between their carefully cultivated image and their operational reality. By emphasizing their historical significance and independent ownership, they deflect attention from the mathematical realities of their gaming offerings. Number 2. High roller-only venues. These are places where the math has been elevated into an art form. These exclusive properties use manipulation of comp tiers that makes promised rewards increasingly unattainable. Their high-limit baccarat rooms, often the most mathematically fair games in traditional casinos, now feature modified rules, including a commission on winning banker bets above 5% and restrictions on pattern betting. What makes these establishments particularly problematic is their deliberate obscurity around payout structures. By catering to wealthy players who often prioritize privacy and transparency over mathematical clarity, they have created environments where questioning game conditions becomes socially awkward and therefore rare. Number 1. Theme park casinos. These casinos have reimagined gambling as just one component of a broader entertainment ecosystem. These properties configure their slots for maximum house advantage, often exceeding 15% on popular themed machines. Their table games feature some of the most restrictive rule sets in the industry, including limitations on splitting pairs and dealer hit and stand protocols that maximize the mathematical advantage. The true innovation of these casinos lies in their psychological approach. By surrounding gambling with immersive themed experiences, they have successfully reframed losing as paying for entertainment, effectively normalizing mathematical exploitation as part of the attraction's cost structure. So what's driving this mathematical manipulation revolution? The answer lies in 3 interconnected factors: corporate consolidation, Wall Street pressure, and technological enablement. Let's start with corporate consolidation. 3 major companies now control approximately 70% of Las Vegas gaming revenue. This unprecedented concentration has eliminated the competitive pressure that once incentivized fair gaming conditions. When multiple independent operators competed for player business, offering favorable odds represented a legitimate market differentiation strategy. Today, with most properties falling under a handful of corporate umbrellas, there is little motivation to compete on mathematical fairness. Wall Street pressure has intensified this dynamic. Quarterly earnings calls repeatedly show how executive teams are rewarded not for customer satisfaction or repeat visitation, but for continuous profit growth. Internal memos leaked from major casino operators reveal an explicit shift from metrics focused on customer experience to those centered on profit optimization and yield management. This has transformed casino operations from hospitality businesses with gambling components to mathematical extraction engines with hospitality veneers. Technology has enabled this transformation in ways previously unimaginable. Modern slot systems allow real-time return to player adjustments via central servers, meaning a machine that paid at 92% yesterday might be reset to 88% during peak weekend hours without any visible indication to players. Sophisticated player tracking systems enable casinos to identify and target vulnerable gamblers with personalized offers designed to maximize theoretical losses. Even table games have been affected, with electronic shoes and shufflers subtly modifying the distribution of cards in ways that incrementally increase the house advantage. The human impact of these changes has been profound and disturbing. Reddit forums and gambling communities are filled with players describing experiences that would have been unthinkable a generation ago. One frequent visitor to Las Vegas wrote, "I've been coming twice yearly since 2005. My gambling budget used to last 3 full days. Now I'm lucky if it survives the first night, playing the exact same games at the same limits." Another noted, "It's not just that I'm losing. I've always understood gambling means losing money over time. It's that the losses happen so quickly and so consistently that the entertainment value has evaporated." Yelp and Google reviews for major casino properties show a clear pattern. Complaints about cold machines, tight tables, and impossible winning conditions have increased dramatically since 2015. Professional gamblers and advantage players report being backed off from games with edges as small as 1%, a practice that would have been considered excessive even a decade ago when casinos tolerated skilled play as part of the ecosystem. This shift represents more than just a business strategy adjustment. It's a fundamental breakdown of the implicit social contract between casinos and players. The traditional understanding was straightforward. Players accepted a small mathematical disadvantage in exchange for the entertainment value and occasional winning sessions that statistical variance provided. Casinos, in turn, accepted that some players would win in the short term, relying on the law of large numbers to ensure profitability over time.